We will.
Amen.
We will. And maybe this next and last question will be a movie that we'll play here. But zombies, right? There's 1,000,001 different types of zombies out there. In your opinion, what is the best zombie?
I don't know if I got a good opinion on this. So I've reread this question like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, the fast ones. I love 28 Days. You were getting to 28 years later. I love but the Return of the Living Dead, the dumb ones, Brains, but the slow one, the social impact and the George A. Romero, and it's they have so much. It's just what you want to focus on. So one of my favorite zombie movie is going to be 28 Days Later. I love those 2 movies. Weeks and Days. Days a little bit better, I like. Those are the fast zombies. That's the rage virus. I'm going to have to say this because I have to have an answer to your question, but it just depends on the type of movie, because I love Dawn of the Dead, like the original George A. Romero one, and that was it's more of a character movie than it is actually a horror movie. It's about characters reacting to a horror that's happening around them and influencing their now new life. I love that movie. I love that type of movie. But if I'm just talking about coming out and saying, hey, that was cool as hell, it's going to be, that faster running. They're always in danger. So that's more of your 28 Days Later. What about you, Jay?
So, I'm right there with you, but kind of opposite. So I do love, I
agree with everything you're saying, but you're wrong.
Well, no, I'm just hear me out. So they did come out weird, but no, I love your World War Z. Your 28 Days Later. You got your fast zombies. It's they've revolutionized over the years. Even I think if we go back to TV shows, we had what was that Z that zombie show that was on Sci-Fi.
Yep.
It was it's something Z Nation, but. Z Nation, that's it. They were fast and things like that. Now, me personally, this is where I agree with you, Kurt, is you go to your life cycles. You have all of your Return of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead. I am still so much for the slow, and I wrote this down, slow, dumb, and violent. That's the 3 that I like about zombies. I like the slower. I like when they're dumb because they'll just do whatever. But I want that violence. I want that blood and gore.
I don't disagree. Day of the Dead's good too. Choke on it. That stuff is great. It's a very character driven movie then. You have to have people that can carry your movie because the zombies won't. They're just an ominous threat. Good old Bray. Right. What do you got, Mike?
I know if I was in a zombie movie, I want them to be comedic, slow, and dumb. But my favorite zombies, the scariest ones to me are fast and violent. Because if they're running at you and you don't have time to think and they're violent, honestly, you're fucked. I know people get out of them all the time, but they Train to Busan was a good zombie movie. And I don't like zombie movies; they're played out. But
Sadness.
But that one. Sadness to me, that's a virus, not a zombie, and I know it's a fine line, but
they still became zombies.
But violent and fast is the scariest combination of zombie that's out there.
So we'll have to have this question here a bit. Do we consider The Sadness a zombie movie?
I don't know. Maybe instead of is it horror, we do is it a genre, film?
I'm going to answer right here. I do not believe it is a zombie.
I don't think The Sadness to me is not a zombie movie. It's a virus.
They're aware. The people are aware.
They know what's happening to them. They're you know what I mean. They're talking through it.
They rewire their drives.
They just turn mean.
So you're telling me there's no zombie movies out there right now that do the same thing?
No, there are but it's a fine line.
You're the one that says Ghostbusters isn't a horror movie. So, all right, moving on.
It's definitely not a horror movie.
Well, that is our part in the tear.